It's that time of the month again, fellas. Time for this month's Patreon-funded rapid-fire skin review, this time with a bit of a nice twist. Kitrit, the person responsible for last month's PsyOps review, has renewed their place to secure a spot for this month. However, in her gracious generosity, she has decided not to choose this month's rapid-fire skin review skin line topic and instead opted to give it to B-Sauce because it is her birthday. B-Sauce, you may not know, is the person who made my original Twitch goober guy, as well as a lot of fan art. Like a lot of fan art. So thank you, Kitrit, for this belated birthday present to B-Sauce and for this month's skin line of choice. And B-Sauce chose... the thing about B-skins is that they're a lot like Godzilla movies. There's no deeper meaning, no nuanced storytelling, no real purpose at all, but that's the point. It's not trying to be anything grandiose, it's cheesy, stupid fun that wears its silliness like a badge of honor. And you guys already know, it's one of my favorite skin lines of all time, so with all those things combined, it's pretty difficult to look at these skins from a review standpoint, but that doesn't matter. Let's just jump into it, shall we? Starting with kog'maw, the first of the B-skins, and fun fact, it was released directly to live servers with no PvE cycle, mainly as a test drive for when the Odyssey skins eventually followed suit, but it was still a welcome surprise. And of course, being the first, he's the most basic idea of the concept. It's just Teemo wearing a bee onesie. Counterpoint, the mushrooms are beehives and he does a little zoom whenever he uses W. Rose Quartz is the best chroma, 9 out of 10. Beekeeper Singed, the only one of the bunch classified under beekeepers instead of bees, despite the fact that technically he's still a bee. And maybe this is just me, despite the fact in lore Singed is a deranged psycho, his in-game model works best when they give him a goofy glow, and Beekeeper Singed is the best of the bunch in my opinion. And while not confirmed, this skin was more than likely heavily inspired by a custom fan-made skin just like Void Fizz was. Remember custom skins, guys? Yeah, I think Rai had a personal vendetta against Ross specifically. Well, he sticks out among the rest of the B-skins catalog. He's still a 10 out of 10. Bzigs. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This one's creepy. Booga booga! Something about the teeth, the pointy ears, the color of his face matching the rest of his body, even though the other Yordle champions in the skin line are just them wearing onesies. I don't know, man. I love bee skins, but this is probably the only one I'm not a fan of. Plus, he literally eats one of the bees. Like, come on, even the skin designers must have known this was fucked up. Emerald is the best chroma because you and me will rule the city together, Spider-Man. 6 out of 10. Heimer's Stinger. The actual design leaves a bit to be desired. I feel like they're trying to recapture the magic of kog'maw with this one. However, the robot arm is a flower with a smiley face. The rockets are bees with smiley faces, and the turrets are little mechs being piloted by bees with smiley faces. I think the overall design of the skin is decent, but the particle effects more than make up for it, although I'm not really sure how I feel about him proposing to his turret. Emerald is the best chroma, mostly because it has the best facial expressions, 8 out of 10. Or Biana. Sometimes, even for a champion you don't like initially, a cosmetic comes along that persuades you to give them a chance. It worked. The addition of pink adds so much to this color palette thematic-wise, and on top of that, her ball is a giant bee orb being piloted by an even smaller bee orb. And even more, just like Darkstar, because Ori is meant to be a bug here, the erratic, janky movements actually work in favor of this skin rather than against it. Maybe not the idle pose, that still looks kind of funny. Obsidian is the best chroma, 10 out of 10. Nunu and B-Lump. I was already satisfied with Orbiana this year, but then you're gonna throw another B-skin my way, and it's for one of my favorite champions, and you somehow managed to make Nunu and Willow not look creepy as shit. It's a fun, lighthearted, goofy little skin for the fun, lighthearted, goofy little champion, and it's literally a perfect fit. Pearl is the best chroma, 11 out of 10. B-Zahar. Like Ziggs, this one's a bit on the weaker side. He just looks kind of wrong. Is he a bee? Is he a guy? I have no idea. Perhaps the lore will clear things up.
Oh, okay.
Also, B-Zahar, Heimer, and Ziggs both prove you don't need to actually incorporate the word bee into these skin names. Why not call it Mauza Hive or something? Regardless though, it still looks pretty nice. Although for a whimsical, lighthearted Malzahar skin, I think Snow Day takes the win by a hair. Rainbow is the best chroma, 7 out of 10. UB. I suppose even a parasite can look nice if given a pleasant enough outfit. And, okay, yeah, I despise this champion and I'm not overly fond of most of her skins, but I have to admit, this one's pretty goddamn cute. The honeypot tail, the big-ass eyebrows, and of course, funny animal in funny suit.
Get him out of there!
And also, it's finally a champion name with a bee pun that actually works. Malzahar. Ruby is the best chroma, 9 out of 10. This is the best skin in the entire game. No, I'm not biased, it's the objective truth, and if you disagree with me, I will dismember your frontal lobe from your skull and toss you into the pits of Tartarus. All of the chromas are amazing, but Sandstone is the best one, 10,000 out of 10.
Wow, incredible!
Overall, the bee skins get a record-breaking 10 out of 10. What do you mean I'm biased? My final closing thought on them will be my gratefulness for them. 95% of skins these days are edgelords, mechs, or anime characters, so it's nice to have at least one goofy skin line pop up on a semi-regular basis. But those are my thoughts. What do you fellas think of the bee skins? Do you share the same blind love for them I do, or are you somehow immune to their charms? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. That's all from me, fellas. One final thank you to Kitrit for giving B-Sauce this belated birthday present. I hope you enjoyed it, the both of ya, and I'll see you in the next video.